Night so we can open up grand finals. Welcome to Thursday morning fights. Alright, but we do have Edman and Metalriff. Yeah, no, we actually got to commentate on one of the Metalriff matches. He played Tempo in the early bracket, Little Mac Dittos.
Oh, yeah.
I saw him down smashing everybody by the edge. Edman actually got to play in bracket. You know, his Inkling was looking pretty solid. Good movement overall. Let's see what he's able to do. It's going to be interesting to see because Little Mac has so much pop and control on the ground with really good frame data. So
yeah,
if there's a character that can kind of neutralize a lot of that roller game that comes out from Inkling, it might be Little Mac.
And it seems like even though these two are facing down, they have great movement showing up. It seems that Metalriff is getting the better of the interactions too.
Right.
He has Edman on 62%. Edman's still he's not out of it just yet, but he's looking and just trying to understand how to get into Metalriff. Because Metalriff is playing very defensive.
Right. Just, block and punish, block and punish. Find a situation, put a little hit in.
What's kind of cool about Metalriff, if you guys don't know, he actually used, I don't know if he still is, but he told me he was a boxer.
Like a real life boxer?
Yeah, he was in boxing, so he kind of has the actual fighter's mentality. So he knows things like control and honestly the boxers,
work those body blows, try to open up his opponent.
Exactly. So he kind
of
exactly. So he kind of knows that being a martial, a master of one of the arts, and of course playing the game itself. So it translates a little bit well into his Little Mac. Honestly, that's why he probably made Little Mac. I feel
sees a little bit of himself in the character. And right now he's got quite a big lead. Edman's just not really finding any luck getting in. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, he's got to get Little Mac off stage. It's kind of the same script. Little Mac's recovery's gotten buffed a little bit, but very vulnerable off stage.
The way that Metalriff has his paradigm set to right now is defensive play, right? Moving into my opponent, moving out of my opponent, getting a little bit of hits, and then walk away, right?
Right there.
Exactly. See, I got the hits, I'll walk away, find another opening here, and wait for my opponent to make the option. Edman finally able to get that back throw there. He's edge guard opportunity, not able to find it here, and he able to escape the KO punch just in the nick of time.
Took the offstage moment to recharge. Might have put a little more pressure on him offstage instead of taking the recharge on the ink.
Yeah.
Because you got Little Mac offstage, that's hard enough to do. Got to make it count, you know what I mean?
Yeah, when you have him offstage, every second counts. Okay, Metalriff kind of stuck, just trying to get a little more percent on Inkling, but he shouldn't really be scared to, honestly. He does have a pretty solid stock lead, 153%. Edman just looking to find a way to get rid of Metalriff at this point.
Yeah, I think he's got to go back to some grabs.
Yeah.
So he's throwing a lot of aerials out. You can tell he's a little tunneling on how do I get the skill on the Little Mac. Just got to go back to the game plan, get some throws, get him off stage.
Also understanding he's coming in for these interactions too, he's weaving and dodging, moving into the zone, moving out of the zone, right? He also needs to let him space himself out as well, right? Try to space out Metalriff when he comes in as well.
Yeah, that's Little Mac living forever. He's got a KO punch online at 202.
Oh,
went for the read. If he got that, oh my lord.
Oh, he looked like he was trying to go for a back. I couldn't really tell at that situation, but Metalriff now 3 stocks. Edman on the back foot. I like that he was staying calm there because I was going to say he has invincibility. So if he was able to catch Metalriff off guard just like that, he's just able to come in and take it.
All right, let's see. Let's see if Edman's able to put some work in. He's got to get Little Mac off stage. Stick to the game plan. Oh, a little turnaround right there.
That's kind of one of the buffs. I'm sorry, not even a buff. That's just a change.
Yeah, quality of life change right there for Little Mac. Definitely caught Edman and myself off guard. So.
No, definitely, man. All three of us, we're all with you, man. All right, Metalriff approaching KO punch it again. I want to see him able to probably utilize it. I don't know if he has any combos with KO punch or knows what he can get KO punch from, but he moves away and comes back with it. Solid option, and it comes down to the fact that, that's his game plan here is move in, move out, move in, move out. Get 2 hits, walk away, right? Kind of, like I said, the boxer's mentality really translates well for Metalriff.
You don't need to combo into a kill move if your opponent runs right into it for you.
Exactly.
Win the movement game. You don't even have to play rock, paper, scissors. If you win the movement, it doesn't matter. Your opponent just swings and whiffs, and you whiff punish all day.
Yep. Also, I just love Metalriff's style of dress too. I like it, dude. The greaser style and everything. He's just a great guy all around, honestly.
The characters that we meet at Smash tournaments
He's a great guy, dude.
far and away exceed the characters that we meet in the game.
I'm trying not to give like the Edman bias too, because he's a homie.
Yeah.
So I'm like trying to get like the real talk, but Edman gonna make the switch to Wolf here.
And I saw actually spying on his Twitter, Edman had mentioned that he's trying to be a multi-character main, but he's really liking Wolf a lot. So nice to see him throw this one out.
Wolf, I definitely like the character overall. Honestly, he's a bounty hunter, the opposite of Fox, right? I mean, they're both bounty hunters, but Wolf is kind of like the dark side of the bounty hunter game, whereas like Fox is like a contract bounty hunter.
Right. And Wolf, you know, definitely. I like what they've done to his moves, that they've cleaned up some things instead of like the wonky neutral air that didn't actually hit sometimes. You know, they gave him a solid neutral air to hit.
The one thing I'm not a fan of the change, I don't know, you can tell me this, Lux, I don't like, was the up B bigger in Brawl? Was it longer?
I'm not sure because I haven't really seen too much of the distance on it.
Yeah.
I know that in this game, Out Special is like, yeah, we'll have to go back and we'll have to go back and watch it.
Yeah.
It's hard to remember even for me like how far Wolf even recovered because if Wolf was off stage, he was dead pretty much.
Oh, it's a sweet spot there, but it looked like Metalriff was able to tank it through a super arm. I couldn't really tell. Okay, so somebody in the chat told us it was apparently longer in Brawl.
Which is kind of surprising to me just because of, you know, just how how short it felt in Brawl, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
If the Wolf was off stage, it was dead, but...
Yeah, but that goes to show, like, distances between games kind of changes, you know?
And maybe we're thinking, I'm like, was it longer or was it not? I'm just like trying to think of all my matches back with Kim. Man, I don't even remember. that's like a decade ago, a lifetime ago.
Quite the era that we've seen, but definitely quite the era here in Smash Ultimate so far. It's kind of the same story for Metalriff, right? He's been moving in and out, able to get through the power down from that down smash. Tries to go for another one, but Firewolf actually able to power through. I totally forgot, like that's actually the name of the move too, Firewolf.
And Edman finally able to get the stock. He's even, we're even on the stock count. Kind of the first time he's really been in the match. Let's see, he's able to battle his way back. Got quite a bit of a percentage deficit to overcome here. Yeah,
Edman definitely cooling down. Like he's definitely trying to, he's understanding Metalriff and how what he's been going for. I like that he's coming back to the ledge, right? You're putting out the blaster. Blaster does have 2 hits, the bayonet itself and the blaster, of course. The bayonet does come out first. That's frame 15 and 19, and then of course the blaster shot itself.
Yeah, it does seem like to be where Edman's getting into trouble if he, whenever he commits to going in, Metalriff's just waiting there to stuff whatever approach that he has.
Yeah. Oh no, he was like you said,
right
like yeah, he was stuffing the approach, and Edman was doing really good with the projectile, right? Yeah. He was kind of staying in place, shooting it out, and getting an opportunity, but he wasn't able to find much when he came in.
I know Edman wants to go in, but maybe if you want to win, maybe you just gotta wait it out, see, make the little Mac come to you.
Yeah. I'm definitely really enjoying how, like I said, Metalriff was a boxer, and he's using his knowledge to the character, and that goes a long way. Edman not too far behind, though. He does have Metalriff a pretty solid high percentage. If he can get a few reads, neutral exchanges, I know he can make the comeback here. Yeah. Blaster, nice. One thing I kind of want to see him go for a kill move is forward tilt, like we saw right there. Forward tilt coming out 2 hits. They're pretty close, too, frame 15 to 16.
Oh, I saw that down tilt coming out. That's when you know the Little Mac's feeling it. Those down tilts start popping.
Alright, oh, there it is. It looked like Metalriff kind of move around there, but Edman able to stomp him out. 42% to his name is getting close.
It's kind of been the first time that Edman's been able to really get Metalriff in a situation where Metalriff is closer to the edge of the stage compared to, you know, Edman holding the center stage. It's always been the other way around.
Yeah, and it's the fact that he's cooled down, right? Like he's playing a little bit calmer. He's going for the blaster. He's going for a little bit of different options now. He was feeling himself there. Almost got the down air on Metalriff. Scary situation if it wasn't for the fact that Lil Mac had side B super armor.
Probably just need the forward air right there instead of the down air. Both are effective options.
Yeah, and I like it too. He's using the blaster a little bit more because he Metalriff has not been able to block him because of that up smash just in the nick of time. So close.